On this installment of A Peek Within the Pages of the Selection of a Sacred Strawberry, we have My Confession by Bhangle. Nanad is a business strategy professional by day and a writer by night. Born and brought up in Mumbai, but now settled in Bangalore. Writing has always been his passion since his school days. During his college days, he dabbled into writing poetry and thrillers, which continue to be a passion even now. During my childhood, I wanted to die saving someone's life. As I grew up, I realized it is not worth it. Sacrifice is the biggest lie sold in this world. Nothing glorious about it. Absolutely nothing. As I grew up, I realized it is better to kill. Because there are quite a lot of people in this world who deserve to die. And they will, as long as I am alive. I am not a killer. I am a vigilante. It is my duty to kill for the righteous good. I have killed 27 so far, but my list is long. You may be in my list, so beware. Let me tell you all why I kill and how, just to give you a flavor of what goes into this gorgeous mind of mine. You should be inspired by my story. It is so worth it. So read on. I was born in a simple middle-class, God-fearing household in Kualapur, a small town in Maharashtra. I lived with my parents and my grandparents, a typical Indian joint family, or so I thought. I was just 5 when I witnessed my parents kicking my grandparents out of the home. The bitter feuds for property, the fights over petty issues had finally reached its zenith when they decided to take the dreaded step. My grandparents were sent to an old age home in Kualapur and left to die. And then they did die within a span of 6 months. First, my Abba, and then a few days later, my Aji. Ever since they left our home, I lost the will to live there. I was very close to my grandparents. I loved hearing stories about their youth, their experiences. My grandparents weren't very educated, but they were avid readers. While my Abba taught me mathematics tables, my Aji educated me about stars and myriad constellations. I was mesmerized by my grandparents and loved spending every waking moment with them, much more than with my parents. After their death, I decided I needed to toughen up, and so I did. For 7 years, I trained in martial arts, karate and taekwondo both. My mission was clear: to avenge the death of my grandparents. If you've enjoyed this peek into the pages of the Selection of a Sacred Strawberry, you can pick up a copy on Amazon.